We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders.
And now, Commander fans, please welcome your 2026 Washington Commanders.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Third season for Jaden Daniels with the Commanders. Number 2 overall pick, had a fabulous rookie season in 2024. Some bumps and injuries in year 2, and here he is now in year 3.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush there. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Commander's first down.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third down and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. Out wide, it's Diggs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The veteran punter, Wade, has booted it. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Well, Jared Goff brings out the Lions now more time with Detroit, his 6th season here, than he had with L.A., the team that drafted him number 1 overall. Of course, the trade with the Rams for Matthew Stafford.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. To Slav, the man in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Laporta in motion. A run here with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. On play action. Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is a Dafe Owe. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
And 13.
Now, Goff. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Recovered by the offense.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
As the Commanders head back out on offense, you get a look at the defensive coordinator for Detroit, Kelvin Shepard. Shepard, good player, 8 seasons as a linebacker in the league before joining the Lions, and he's really moved up the coaching ranks now, year 2 as their defensive coordinator. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
21-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Washington.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The man in motion is Burks. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again, Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious.
Jake Moody to kick
Both teams
off
ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tom Kennedy on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete. It's to Sloan. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week 1 playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week 1 of the regular season.
The last pass play got him a couple, so we'll have 2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
1st and 10.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be third down. In motion, Okonkwo. Third and long. And here's Daniels. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
A big loss on the play.
It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Here's Tress Way now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Off to throw on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll go play action with Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down. Now, faking the give. Trouble, and down he goes. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Second and long coming up. Dobbs now to throw. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third and a long way to go. Now Dobbs. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. The Commanders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on. through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a give up the middle with White. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to take it up past the 35. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. On the zone read, Krosky Merritt. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Krosky Merritt to run again. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. 1st down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. Throwing now. Daniel. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Lions have got it. And he'll be taken down. So that'll give him the ball in good shape off the turnover. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Gives it to Gibbs. There he goes. Inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A long one from Gibbs. 33 yards.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to...
And Gibbs into a familiar spot, into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field is
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. 3rd and goal. Williams in motion. Pacheco is in for a Lions touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. And this is no good. Unable to convert on the extra point, and it remains a 6-3 game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll get forward for a couple. Brian Branch in on the tackle. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They face second down, 8 yards to go. They run with White, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels will swing this one out to White. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Lions going back to work, and you get a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. Drew was the offensive coordinator in Arizona the last 3 seasons before moving on to Detroit to take the OC job. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a run with their tight end, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's 2nd and 9. The man in motion is Burks. On second down, it's Daniels. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Jaden Daniels on the scramble. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal.
A 26-yard
This
attempt.
about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will tie the game at 6.
Good kick there by Moody, and a little bit of a tough run back in 25. I mean, think, the Niners drafted him and then last year let him go. He kicked briefly for Chicago, and then it was Washington who snapped him up, and he really found a home. Down the stretch, going 10 for 11 on field goals.
Jake Moody to kick
All
off
square
for
now
Washington.
at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. On play action. Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
I'm not sure that Jameson Williams gets enough credit, Mike. I mean, top 10 in receiving yards a season ago. Maybe flies under the radar a little bit because of Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he's just a perfect complement to Brown. He is that elite deep threat with that speed, takes the top off the defense. He just creates a lot of space in a secondary, and I think he has all the talent in the world to be a true number one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
What an unbelievable performance by this pass rush to start this game. And then on the flip side of things, I'm not sure if things could get any worse for this offensive line. I mean, they've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it in a hurry because they are completely outmatched right now at the moment.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today.
Washington will take over 1st
The
and 10.
Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Shooting for Terry McLaurin that time.
At the 20-yard
He's
line.
usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Catch made there by Burks. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The man in motion is Burks. On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Diggs. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On comes the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away.
The Lions take over.
Jameer Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
First time these
yards.
two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Once again, it's Gibbs. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. It was the rookie out of Ohio State in on the stop.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Working the sideline, that's St. Brown. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Laporta in motion. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On play action, Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Daniels. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again is Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Daniels going to throw again. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Slot man going to move in motion left. Krosky, Merritt. They'll get him down behind the line, but the penalty flag comes in late. Looks like a lot of face mask on that one.
Automatic 1st down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Krosky Merritt, and he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable with Kennedy. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's Gibbs. He'll push forward for about a yard. The rookie first-round pick. They're on the tackle.
By Sonny Styles. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Drive rolls on here with first down and 10. Laporta in motion. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third and 5. Goff to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point.
The 2-point attempt is no good. The score remains tied.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Jaden Daniels and that Commanders offense stepping back on the field once again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing now, Daniels. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Diggs was the intended receiver. Second down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Daniels with a give to Kronsky-Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, terrible time for that play call. It's intercepted.
Daniels' pass intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. He's slowed up and taken down. That play goes nowhere. Stuck behind the line for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23
Goff's
yards.
go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down. To Slaw, the man in motion. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. See what they have for 2nd and 10. Conklin goes in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Conklin goes in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And the score remains level.
There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage. So let's call it a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Second and 11. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense. Still 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Okonkwo. Throwing again, Daniels. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, so it's zone coverage, so everything is on the quarterback, just identifying where are the gaps in the coverage and being on time and accurate with the throw. And he knows the defender has that help inside, so he just can't make this throw. It's read perfectly, breaks on the ball, good eyes, good job securing the catch, and the only thing left to do is take it back for 6.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will go up by 7.
Lions 19, Commanders 12.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. He'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Going to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
14 yards.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations. A lot easier to convert.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Diggs was the intended receiver. Second down.
Second and 10.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That is quickly out to Diggs. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's first and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. Run over center, that's Krosky Merritt. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 46
and they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. Yeah. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third and a yard. Here comes Allen. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to draw closer. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. on the ground to start. They give it to Gibbs. Defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good of hands you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Detroit.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. This one complete. It's to Small. He's twisted down and a late flag comes in. We're going to get a face mask added on here.
Automatic 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Conklin goes in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Daniels pass. Complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Has caught. That's Lane. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Well, the crowd called for it, the sideline called for it, the entire field called for it, but over on that visiting sideline, you got a coach saying, hey, man, we got to call this thing both ways. We've seen contact like this all game.
He'll look deep here for Burks. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Well, I mean, we see it every week. There is a conscious push to protect quarterbacks, Mike. I get it. They are the face. They are the stars of the league. And sometimes it can go a little bit too far. But this felt like the right call. It was close, but that's a late hit, and it's going to draw a flag near every time.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the 2nd half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Commanders 12.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jaden Daniels and that Commanders offense stepping back on the field once again. And we'll run you through some of the highlights from earlier in this one. There's just the one touchdown pass. Doesn't look remarkable if you look at the stat sheet, but watching the game, you see when the throws needed to be made, he has made them. Run out of the gun, Krowski Merritt, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
Merritt, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Rock Yassin. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And nothing doing there. He's going to go down behind the line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third down and 9. Now Daniels. Catch made there by Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Washington.
38-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Laramie Tunsil, the big tackle, flagged there. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. You can sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Open right side is Okonkwo. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
11 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Punt team out there for a 5th time, and this one's away. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Pass intended for Williams. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this will be a Lions 1st down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
First down.
Well, they call him
Lions.
Sonic for a reason, Mike. And I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, the last couple seasons since he's come in the league, he's about as electric as it gets. And he's going to continue to be the main focal point of this offense. And even with everybody keying on him, he could still find a way to dominate.
This one intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
A quick slant on the money to McClure. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Daniels. There's that man again, another catch. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. This will be 3rd and 8. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
15 yards.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Throwing now. Daniel. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll look to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And you can cut like this guy. I'm not sure how you guard him.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. DeForest Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington.
It's a really well-designed play down in the red zone. We see teams run this time and time again, fast to the flat. What they're doing is they're putting a lot of conflict of responsibility. Those edge defenders in the run game, a lot of times are also responsible for the flat area in the passing game. So things happen fast, threaten those responsibilities, and let the running back do the rest.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will cut the deficit to 7.
Lions 26, Commanders 19.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
You know, Mike, you look back a season ago and really over the last couple years, and the Lions had probably one of the more interesting running back duos in the entire league. Very complementary styles, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. But now with Montgomery moving on this offseason, they bring in Isaiah Pacheco. So can he be that downhill, physical style runner to complement Jahmyr Gibbs, who's one of the best backs in the league? This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Here's third down and a few inches. On play action, Goff. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. The RPO, that one is complete, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On second down, it's Daniels. A screen set up for Krusky Merritt. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here.
Yeah, so they dial up the blitz, and they know that ball needs to come out in a hurry, but as a linebacker, you just have to understand, once that ball is out, you've got to pull off. There's no need to give them not only the yardage, but the extra set of downs. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
In motion, Okonkwo. Throwing on second down, Daniel. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. In motion, Okonkwo. And he'll take it on in. Big Okonkwo. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
Moody now for the extra point. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Conklin goes in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
A gain of 13
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers
down.
is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. See what they have for 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is out. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
This will be 2nd down and 12. In motion, Okonkwo. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a good run there. They get him 5 yards.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Now Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
Nice catch there from Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he's just so good getting open at all 3 levels. And there's not a route in the tree that he can't run. It doesn't matter if it's underneath, intermediate, or downfield. He can separate with the best of them. He's got as good a hands as it gets, and he's fantastic run after catch with the ball in his hands.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The ball carrier.
Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
A gain of 16
and we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
A handoff to Pacheco. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. It's going to be third. They need one. Now Goff going to hold on to it. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the fourth down.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Williams in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Throwing, Goff. That's caught by Tesla. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. And give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Zone infraction, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. The motion man here is McLaurin. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 2. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and
Sometimes
2.
it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
And a run. Here's Merritt. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. In some rhythm. Good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Merritt to run again. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Play is made there by DJ Warner.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Allen. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Merritt. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Malcolm Rodriguez on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions' 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's swung out to Merritt. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. And yards to start this 4th quarter. And good for a 1st down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A 26-yard attempt.
Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Williams in motion. To throw is gone. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Off to throw on 1st down. He'll go right back to Laporta. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Get a pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Throwing on second down. Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On play action. Goff. Catch is made by Wright. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
A second down throw for Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The second down throw is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions are going to open up the lead to 8. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way. And whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Here's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Bates for the extra point.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Lions 39, Commanders 25.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's going to be stopped here, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Not sure what this one is about.
Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, Okonkwo. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about 15 yards to kick off the drive? It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
In motion, Okonkwo. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this, but the defense quick to read this. They bust in, drop him before he can take that shot downfield.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
This will be 3rd and long. Right back to Krosky-Merritt. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
The Commanders about to send this one away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And this will be a Lions first down, as he'll get this one up to the 19-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Lountz, another catch for his favorite target. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Conklin goes in motion. On second down, Goff. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
You actually think this is a really good job by the receiver, Mike. There's a little bit of a nuance to route running where you can introduce some of the contact, and it almost makes it look like it's the contact started by the defender. And I think we see a little bit of this here. So crafty move by the receiver and draws the flag. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's the Lions punt team now as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. There's that man again, another catch. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion, Okonkwo. Daniel's going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
He was taken down.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past. But here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Well, just take a look down on the sideline. You can see the coach is just losing their mind. It's 3rd down. You force the incomplete pass. You're bringing up 4th down, and your rushers just have to find a way to avoid that late contact. And that late mistake here is going to cost them a fresh set of downs.
Still 1st down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they have the 1st down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good.
Couple of vets looking like they are ready for this regular season. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Sinnott, the man in motion. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now, faking the give. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. They face 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake, here's Goff. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Now Goff. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll give on the ground, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out out of the shotgun. It's gone. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. The Lions will punt this ball away as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away.
The Lions take over.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark him at the 29.
Defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. A face mask indeed. The flags are thrown.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
On 1st down, it's gone. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Give up the middle, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Never fun to be 2nd and 13. Conklin goes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. Oh, they get him down short, but the penalty marker comes in, and that may be a lifeline to the offense.
Automatic 1st down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. Conklin goes in motion. They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Conklin goes in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And the throw on third down is going to be incomplete.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now it is Jaden Daniels and the Commanders down on the scoreboard. 1:51 on the clock. They'll need a score here and likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Open right side is a Okonkwo. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
That's good.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Swing this one out to White. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Important moment here, 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. That's taken in by Burks. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Washington. 10 yards.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here. And they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, Where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Oh, the one thing you can't have there. He is sacked, and the clock runs. Aleem McNeil in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.